Welcome to Ripple Mobile Arts. What we're going to do today is work on some of the problem-solving parts of working on a pottery wheel. So I've started to pull a piece up. The next step in pulling it up, I can either crisscross my thumbs and use my middle fingers. I can use a sponge on the outside, or I can use a little hook. I always support it with my right hand or my left hand. My middle finger supports it on the inside. I pull it slowly and gently. You can see consistency matters. Digging in, easing up on the pressure as I move up. So you want to be aware of where you're going. You're always trying to go up. We're not going out. Out can come later. Now to pull the clay out, after I pulled it up, show you that after one more pull. I'll pull it up. Very, very slow and steady. You can see I'm crisscrossing my thumb on top of my hand, keeping it thick at the top. I can use a sponge. That's always good for beginners. Support it gently on the outside. Start at the bottom and move it just like a pull. Instead of pulling, you're pushing. Using your sponge, starting at the bottom, slowly moving it out, just like this. Now, stop the wheel. This can sometimes happen. So, if you have a piece that starts to split, that means you've pushed beyond its ability to be able to work together. So, clay will split as it's expanded if you've pushed it too far. Now, what I can do is I'm going to bring it back down. I'm going to do a new piece. So I'm going to open it up. I can use my fingers, I can use my thumbs. Almost hit the bottom, about ½ an inch from the bottom. Pull the clay out. Now if it's wobbly, you can tell it's wobbly. We can always recenter it by the butterfly method. Crisscross my thumbs, squeeze with both my hands, and I've centered the clay by squeezing both together. I can smooth it out on the inside, just a little bit, and then I can start to pull again. So I'm going to use my middle finger to support. I'm going to pull it up, and it's slowly going to move out. Now what I'm doing now, because I've already split the clay, I know it's kind of fragile, and what I want to do to prevent that again is I'm just going to pull this out slowly into the shape that I want to go to. So I'm pushing with my middle finger, supporting it on the outside, and creating a little bowl. So I keep it nice and smooth, soak out the water, and I have a little bowl. Now it's good to smooth the edge. You don't ever want to put pressure on top of it, otherwise you collapse it. It's just lightly wrapping it around the edge, maybe squeezing together with a sponge. And then if you have any kind of a special tool to trim the clay, I have a wooden knife. I can trim just a little bit at the bottom if I want. Stop the wheel. Keep my thumbs pushing down on the wire nice and tight. Pulling it, keeping it at the very base and going all the way through. It's very important that it doesn't raise up as you pull through. The next or last step to getting it off, sometimes you have lifters, and a lifter is basically a metal piece that can bend. You want to get it underneath there and pull it up, or you may have a bat, and you can just simply take the bat off, let it dry a bit, put a new one on, and as this dries you can move it off and reuse the bat. So bats allow you to keep things from being bent up as you take them off. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something, and enjoy your pottery wheel.